Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I'm starting a new solo series for Dragon Eclipse. Now for a lot of you, you might be like, oh really? Another series? And I hope you're not like that, because that's a lot of what my channel is. And I think that's a unique thing. Not many channels do full series. But others might be like, really? A solo series? And yeah, I tend to take forever with my solo series. I hope that's not the case this time. This feels like a more compact kind of series instead of like some other ones I've attempted to do. And it's Dragon Eclipse, or Pokemon, is what I've generally kind of attributed to this game. And that feels like it's designed to be more solo. So for this episode, we're going to be going over the Start Here. Oh, that's like massive glare. The Start Here guide. I have read the rules. Normally with these tutorials, I like to go in completely blind and just kind of showcase the tutorial. And this feels like it kind of is a little bit of both. It does seem to go over the rules and stuff and guide you through the first scenario, which we're going to do. But just because I wanted to understand a little bit more, I did read the rules ahead of time. That doesn't mean I'm going to remember all of them. And yeah, let's see how this goes. I have no idea how many scenarios there are in this game, or if you even do them all. I don't know how choice-based this is or what, but that's something we'll figure out together. So without further ado, let's get started with reading! 1,000 years ago, a great catastrophe shook the world, nearly destroying human civilization. The few remaining texts from those times tell dreadful stories of large-scale floods, seas withered, and hills suddenly surging upward. All the sources mention a ubiquitous darkness. The two moons obscured the sun and cast a deep shadow on the world. But the world prevailed thanks to the Dragon Guardians, who repelled the darkness and restored balance to nature. Or at least, that is what the legends say when they describe the omnipotent dragon soaring the dark skies and fighting off the waves of evil, whatever the evil was. It's just like, waves of evil, just whatever evil is. I guess it depends on which side you're on. Humanity survived and eventually rebounded. Soon, some became interested in Mystlings, creatures having the ability to affect elements, and discovered that with a bit of trust and respect, a bond could be formed with them. This bond allowed them to cooperate with the creatures and use their abilities to benefit both sides. Those people were named tamers. Human ingenuity and the Mystlings' talent to harness elements began to bear fruit. Villages and cities soon sprouted and flourished, and new, clever machines and installations began to crop up to ease the hardships of life. Now, hundreds of years later, an unpopular group of scholars, astronomers, portend another twin eclipse. According to their calculations, both moons will line up with the sun, which will lead to another epochal catastrophe. But most people don't look up at the sky when the ground is still full of wonders and mysteries. They ignore the worrying predictions and carry on with the daily routines. Are the astronomers right? Surely not. Life is peaceful, and it should remain just like that. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna be wishing for a voiceover narration pretty soon, but I'll do my best. I'm very curious, for anyone who has watched a lot of my series that I have to read aloud, so Aeon Trespass Odyssey, Aeon's End Legacy, Fate Forge, let me know what you think of my reading. I'm curious. Maybe I should go into voice acting, unless everyone comments and they're just like, please don't. Which is fine too. I'm not actually going to do it. Alright, so basically, what's really cool is they actually have an unboxing instructions. Like the first page of this just tells you how to actually organize the game, which I had never seen before, so that was cool. I've already done all that. Now we go into the first journey. This guide will walk you through the first scenario of the game. I'm not going to read this verbatim, but the adventure rules. This game is kind of broken up into adventures and combat, and then the scenario will eventually just tell you when that ends. But let's read the introduction. Did I already? Oh, haha! Oh my god, I already read it. I already read this. Sweet. So yeah, we take on the role of a tamer, befriending and training Mystlings. It's a cooperative game for 1 or 2 players. Each scenario is 2 to 2.5 one-time playthrough and divided into 2 interconnected parts, adventure and combat. Scenario continues until the adventure journal informs you that it ends. There is no way of losing a scenario. Your decisions, as well as failures and wins, influence the story and the outcome of the campaign. Okay, sweet. Fail-forward system. Love it. Each game session is divided into 3 stages. Okay, playing the scenario. I'm just kind of quickly skimming it. Because the adventure journal, which is this massive book here, is where a lot of the story is going to be in. So I can actually put that, I'll put that right there, right on the refrigerator for now, because we're not actually technically there. Yeah, it'll bring us to scripts that we'll have to read. Not playing this with 2. There's a status sheet, which you can see in their, like in Tainted Grail. So that'll mark decisions. Let's see. Goes over equipment. So silver is the currency in the world of Dragon Eclipse. You can spend it to unlock certain story options and purchase equipment or items. And then, yeah, I have all the stuff over here. There's different symbols that can come in during tests. Let's see. Item cards. Items are limited to 3 at a time. When you gain an item and already have 3, you may use any of the 4 items if the timing allows. If not, then you just have to discard one of the 4. Yeah, there's 4 different types of symbols. Light source with a torch, food with a turkey leg, gear, and tools. It's actually kind of, I feel like the gear and tools thing should be reversed, because the tools icon are 2 gears, and gear is a rope. And I feel like a rope is a tool more so than gear, but I don't know. That's just me. Equipment cards are limited to 2 at a time. When you gain an equipment and already have 2, you may use any of the 3 equipment abilities if the timing allows. If you don't, discard one of the 3 to have 2 remaining. Tests. A test is a quick push your luck part of the game to use test values of item cards from the item deck. Each test has a test table. You may read the content of a test table before and during the test resolution. During the adventure, you will often find instructions to perform the test. The test outcome may vary different, but most often they progress the story and give you a reward. Yeah, so like on these item cards, which I'll probably shuffle, there's a number up at the top left that you're drawing to try and get a certain outcome based off whatever test table is there. Yeah, there are there are no dice in this game, which is awesome, because I don't know, I don't like dice. I think I just don't like dice at this point. At least just pure rolls with like no mitigation. Alright, exploring the map. When playing a scenario, you'll be presented with an opportunity to explore different location maps. The one that's actually showing is the one I had showing earlier. Let's see. Yeah, the adventure journal will tell you to begin exploration, and then you just can kind of go to a spot. Like right now, it's like, oh, I want to go to there, and I would read A35. And these are spots that certain tokens can go on, and areas can get locked down. This is your time, so how much time you actually have to do something, which we'll probably learn in a sec. And then the exploration ends when you encounter the end the exploration instruction. And we discard all secrets, discard the event, discard all tokens, do not discard tokens and secrets placed in front of you. Then we close the location map book. Alright, so cool. So it actually did kind of tell us, I know I didn't read everything verbatim, but what was in the adventure rules in the rulebook, it quickly went over here, which is very nice. I thought this was going to be kind of it could be a very hold your hand tutorial, but now, starting the first scenario. Now that you're familiar with the adventure rules, you can start playing the first scenario. Read the following character introduction. All right. You are a child of the Moongur caretakers. Fucking Moongur. A talented pair of tamers. They left early to serve the queen in the south, leaving you in the care of your aunt Christine. Okay, very normal name. That very good aunt name. Your talent for understanding Mystlings manifests itself in your early years, and Christine decided that your best chance in life was to travel to Careburg, the largest city in the province, to learn the craft there. Since then, you have grown to become one of the most talented tamers. Some say that you are unique because you are the only one able to maintain bonds with two Mystlings at once. Your talent was noticed by the Duchess of Careburg, and despite your young age, she nominated you to be chief tamer when the previous one retired. You are in charge of most Careburg Mystlings, and you train other tamers. You cannot complain about your job or your life, but there is something missing. You yearn for the thrill of adventure and the satisfaction of discovery. You want to encounter more Mystlings, and you cannot stop marveling at those fantastic creatures. Another secret dream you cherish is to encounter dragon guardians. You want to learn more about them. You wish to know if they are godlike beings, as the legends depict, or if they are just immensely powerful Mystlings. Maybe, someday, you will be able to embark on a journey and see the wide world. Maybe. Alright, open the adventure journal to page 2, and go to script A0, then follow the instructions provided there. You can close the start booklet here for now. Can do! Alright, so here we are. This is page 2 of the location book, and then it said to read A0. The calm before the storm. You know what? Let's put this like so, because there's some nice art right there that you can't even see. Nice. There we go. All right, calm before the storm. I actually probably won't need this right now. If you ever read the story introduction at the beginning of the rulebook, I did! Alright, Careburg. You've always loved this city, perched atop a barren hill from which you can admire a scenic vista of old forest, winding merchant roads, and low rocky hills. Your gaze finds the wind turbines connected to the water pumps and forges. Their noise grates, but they fill you with pride anyway. You are one of the few people responsible for ensuring all this works properly. Unlike a clever duchess who rules over people and laws, and engineers who supervise the steel and brass, tamers like you train and care for the Mystlings that support the whole structure. But sometimes you feel suffocated in the city. You often wander through the surrounding forest, but that doesn't satisfy your thirst for something more. Sometimes you want to take your Mystling and see the world, but you can't. You are the head tamer of Careburg. The people need you. You check on the Windraiser, a timid Mystling possessing tremendous power who controls the airflow through windmills and turbines. It utters a pleasant sound when it sees you. Aww. Tomorrow, you will train it and several other creatures, but today you both have work to do. For some time, you show the Windraiser how to use its powers more efficiently and give the Mystling a little treat. Soon, the turbines spin a little faster as the wind flowing through the city accelerates. Alright. Yay! So, that is what I'm assuming is the, it's like, yeah, maybe the wind turbine is what they're talking about here. And go to script A1. After you ensure the Windraiser's well-being, your long workday is finished. Okay, yeah, long. I just showed up and I'm just like, hey, thanks, pet. Thanks, Mystling, for doing all the work. Oh man, that was a tough day. Time to hit the old dusty trail. Today has been somewhat stressful as you and other Careburg tamers have been checking on all the Mystlings in the city. The work is done now, however, and you can relax. You head for the shaded tavern where you can enjoy the best stew in the area. Besides today, a storyteller is performing. While you walk, a prowler, a cat-like Mystling, whooshes by, its feathers spread and windblown. When you enter the tavern, you are enveloped by the wonderful smell of herbs. The storyteller, Ida, is finishing a tale of true love. I have 2 more tales for you, my dear folks. I can elevate, sorry, you to the sky realm of the dragon guardians, the mighty beasts of old who watch over our world, or I can enshroud you in the darkness of the eclipse, the dreadful event that left our civilization in ruin. Alright, so I get to choose one. We want to hear about the Dragon Guardians or tell us more about the eclipse. Well, as it basically told me, that I really want to meet the Dragon Guardian, I think I'll go with that one. So that's A16. Okay. Ida begins the story. Everyone always wants to hear about the dragons. I hate this story. The watchful, mighty beings which soar through the skies, breathe pure elements, and instill fear and awe into our hearts. They are said to be the guardians of our world, each of them attuned to only one of the elements. Some people claim they've seen them and might even be telling the truth. But who am I to say if it is so? I am here to tell you a story. The dragons, you know, are connected to the eclipse. And that's it. She fades. She dies. She just passes away. Didn't want to tell that story. It won't. I can't tell the story. So I gained the Understanding Part 5 status. Woo! And it looks like when you have any 4 parts of Understanding, I may read script Z98. When I get 6 parts, I read script Z98. I meant Z96 for the first one, then Z98. Nice. Okay. Yay! I know that Dragon Guardians are guardians. I understand that now. Then I go to script A8. A sudden tremor interrupts the story. Ida freezes with her mouth agape, visibly confused. You're also quite shocked. You've never experienced such a strong quake. Suddenly, the door bursts open, and a young tamer enters the tavern. Our Mystlings, he says, catching his breath. They all went mad. They lash out at the machines and all the people around. The main turbine is in danger. The Windraiser has grown aggressive. The tamer is still a rookie, so he's probably dumb. But he understands what he's talking about, and the problem seems serious. If something happens to the creature or the machine, many of Kerberg's functions can be disabled for months. And then go to script A5. The young tamer spots you. Oh, Chief! What a blessing you're here. Come, you must help me. I tried to calm the Windraiser, but, well, it's a task for you. If the creature is attacking people who try to approach it, you won't be able to do anything without a Mystling to aid you. Fortunately, your companion rests inside your room on the 2nd floor. Despite living in Kerberg for years, you still don't have your own house. Yeah, that makes sense. It's modern day, and you can't afford one. Interest rates are 6%. I mean, they're skyrocketing. You run up the stairs to bring it, chased by the young man's baffled shouts. You open your door to your room, and... Okay, so... I can get the young Emberling. I get to choose one. This is going to be my starting one. And I do have another one. It was like a mini expansion. That was I think it's... I have the thing over there. I don't want to reach all the way over and grab it. Unless... Alright, ready to see the back of my head? Can I reach it? Oh, nope, I can't. Okay. Well, it's not worth it. I guess I just don't have that one now. So, the young Emberling. The fire lizard jumps into your arms expecting a treat. Or young Iceling. The ice reptile crawls from the bed, leaving a wet stain behind. Okay. Gee, I wonder which one they want me to have. The cute one that is excited to see more, or the one that just pissed the bed. It's like a wet stain. It shit the bed and it hates you. Alright. Do I want the dog or the cat? I don't know. Which one do I want? Let's take a good old gander at the pictures. I have all the things over here. Young Emberling. That's... Nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, so... Here is the young Emberling. Very adorable. I'm probably going to go with that, but maybe the Iceling is going to be cool. There we go. and the young Iceling. What they should have done. Where's my third one? Where's my grass type? We got Charmander, Squirtle, and they were like, no one fucking takes grass type. Come on, no one takes Bulbasaur. All right, so it seems like they have the same. They have the same attack and defense, but the Iceling has more health. Interesting. I think. Who would I take? You know what? I'll take the one that was happy to see me. I have 4 dogs in real life. Although one of them probably would leave a stain. Yeah, we're gonna go with the fire. The young Iceling seems cute. So, yes, so we're gonna take 62, 66, and 67. I'm just gonna grab all the ones from behind the divider. Okay. So, 62, 66, and 67, and all the young Emberling action cards. Then place them in the chosen slots. In the Mystling tray, you don't have to read them now. Okay. Take one starting deck and add it to the rest of the action cards in your Mystling tray. It should have one. Okay, so starting deck. Did not tell me to take these. So, the starting decks. Where are they? Are they here? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I will say, for Awakened Realms, this is the most compact game that they've ever made. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Take the starting deck. It should have one copy Hit and Run. I'm pretty sure it's going to be here. Yeah, there's Hit and Run, Leap. Yeah, these are it. These are all it. Take the young Emberling standee. I don't have standees. I'm not fucking poor. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna assume it's this. It's this. I got the miniature. Yeah, come on, focus, you bitch. There we go. Yeah. So, there I am. Although that might not be it, honestly. Although it could be. I will say I would much prefer if miniatures. Oh, there's a little baby. Oh, I know that one's so cute. They're all badass. Yeah, that's the closest one. But where's the ice one? If I took that one, where's he at? Watch, there probably is a stand. Oh, I found him. Okay, I did find him. So that's him. So now, take. Oh, to the Mystling encyclopedia. Okay, so you 65 and 64 B side up. So the cards that I put away. That's where this is coming in. So this right here is the encyclopedia. It's your Pokédex or your Dragadex. And they go in here at card 64, A side up. Yeah, 60. Oh, wait. Yeah, so it shows, like, the young Emberling. That just goes right in there. I don't know if it actually matters on the number. In which number it goes in, but. And then 64, B side up. Because, like the Pokédex, it gives you a fun fact about every single creature. So, the young Emberling. Emberlings always lay 2 eggs. When the first egg hatches, the mother leaves the nest, and from then on, it's up to the older, yet still young, Emberling to care for its sibling. Fiery and energetic from the moment it takes its first breath, it tends to the egg with surprising gentleness. What was that? I haven't seen Pokemon in, let's see, I'm 31 now. 21 years, probably. And then place card 63 behind the removed divider. Oh, okay. Oh, enemy ability. Okay, so I guess if I were to fight this. Behind the removed divider. Okay, and go to script A20. Cool. I think that's it. So the chosen slot in the Mystling tray, I think that's where this goes. I'm just gonna set these off to the side for now, because I will probably need them. These probably go with my starting deck. I think they do. I did not read the setup for anything. And then my miniature. Come on! Emberling? Yeah, I just realized you never named them. A20. Well, I guess some people do. You and your companion follow the trembling tamer out of the bar. He leads you towards the same windraiser you tended to not even an hour ago. You can immediately tell that the creature is terrified enough to treat everyone as a threat, and it attacks approaching humans and even moving machine parts. To calm the windraiser down, you must get close to it and wear it down. You ordered the elemental lizard to carefully step forward with a tactic in mind. If only the situation were a little different, you would rejoice, as you don't often have the opportunity to test your skills in combat. But today, you must fight your friend. Yeah, there it is, right there. It's attacking, so that's pretty fun. You will begin your first combat in a moment. To ease your way into the rules, it is in the form of a tutorial. After the tutorial, you will be able to play the fight again without such detailed instructions. Open the Start Here booklet and follow the instructions. You can also set up the combat using the instructions below. Okay, so Arena is card 35, map 2. I do have the Arena. Oh wait, card 35. There it is. The Cobbled Square, and then map 2, which is gonna be I actually don't know which one map 2 is. So, but these are the maps. Let's see. Oh, it was in the Start Here booklet. Yeah, alright, first combat. Help you set up the encounter and walk through solo combat. Okay, so we'll do, usually combat is set up in the adventure journal. It tells you which components to use, however this tutorial will guide you step by step. Take the arena booklet. The arena book, open area 2, the one without a 2 icon. Not that one, the one without a 2 icon. Oh, well. Oh, is there? I see. Alright. Boom. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and just take this out because it hasn't really been doing shit anyway. That might work, hopefully. Put that there. Let's see if we can make it less glary. Move that over. Alright. Place damage tokens. I got all the tokens over there. Place arena card 35. Right over here. It's the Cobbled Square. End of combat. Win. Okay, so that's nothing special about the rules, but that is where. Let's put that like so. With its non-PvP side up. Oh yeah. Okay. Just like so. All right. Place the Windraiser standee in space 1. All right. Well, I need to find the Windraiser. Ah, okay. So that is what this looks like. Let me see if I can find. What sucks is got it. I found it. All right. Space 1 in the arena. Boom. So here's there's the art for the Windraiser, and the miniature actually does look like the art, so it's gonna go there. Take out cards 169 and 170. The Frightened Windraiser. Notice they are double-sided. Flip card 170 to the B side. And card 116 should be and follow the setup instructions. What? Flip to the B side. Yep, it is on its B side. Alright, I'm not seeing any setup instructions. Place the special ability token in space 3 at the top of the arena. It's a little circle. The special ability token. That's not it. That's the silver. Oh, maybe it's just one of those. We'll go with that, because I think that's the only token that is unique in space 3. In space 3 on top of the arena. Ah, okay, yes. It is that. Prepare the enemy attack cards, which I have right here. And it should be two of those, one of those, and one of those. Oh, I see the setup. It's right here. Special ability, right there. Special ability 3 enemy deck. Okay, it didn't say setup. That's why I was like, I'm not seeing it. In standard combat, you would shuffle them together, but for the purpose of this guide, arrange them face up in order, where squares on top, the circles on bottom, and then the triangles are the 2 on the bottom. Place the enemy deck face up so that you see the symbols in the unnumbered small slot. So right there. Resolve the additional setup rule and place 1 tornado in each space. Here, how many are there? There's 3. Okay. And what's cool is they're actually double-sided, so the black sides are for the enemies, and the white sides are for us. Wabam. I think that's all. Yep. Okay, some Mystlings use elemental tokens as their special pieces. In this case, those represent tornadoes. The black side are used by enemies. Cool. Turn card 170 back to its A side. Place both enemy stat and enemy cards on the left-hand side of the top of the arena. Cool. Like so. Has 11 health, 3 attack, 3 movement, max of 3 of the tornadoes on the board, and those are its attacks. Prepare my Mystling. I will. So this is going to go in space 2. Oh no, it's wind against my fire. Take out all the cards from the Mystling tray except for the story quest card. Okay. And place card 62 A side up, or 118 A side up. Oh, okay, yeah. Where am I putting these? On the left-hand side of the arena. Oh, I don't have a spot. I'll just go right there. The ability card 66 A side up. Take a help card matching your Mystling's element, fire for young Emberling, or water, set it aside with the bonus action side. The help card. Where did I put all of those? That's the Windraiser. Advancement deck. No. Are they here? Ah. I found them! Oh, okay. Fire element. And I guess I'll grab combat tag area. Sweet. Okay. Then I got that. The remaining cards are your Mystling's action deck. Usually you would shuffle them together, but for the purposes of this guide, don't shuffle them and set up the deck face down in the following order. Place 1 copy of those cards there. So okay, so yeah, so this is gonna be very handholdy, which is fine. We are then face down in the following order. Cards separated by a slash belong to Ember. Place 1 copy of those cards there. So sprint on top. Well, it says sprint top. So I mean that's going on top. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. So, because sprint's going to go here. We might be able to move that up a little bit more, but that's okay for now. Sprint, guarding stance. Right here. Guarding stance, pummel, and then synergy. Pummel and synergy. Boom. Place your action deck in the bottom left and the rest of the cards in any order at the bottom. Oh. Focus. Yeah, I'm guessing it then goes focus, then primal shot. Primal shot! Primal shot, offensive stance, flaming bite, haha, yeah. Flaming bite, lava lash. Oh yeah, these are way cooler than the other ones. And the rest of the cards in any order at the bottom. All right. That's what I'm just gonna shuffle these. Draw cards. One by one and place them in the numbered slots to the right of the deck starting from slot 4. Whenever you're drawing cards, always place them from right to left. These are your action cards available for the first turn. From left to right should be Synergy, Pummel, Guardian Stance, and then Sprint. Some combats have modifiers changing the starting conditions, which are usually the effect of your story choices. This particular combat also has a modifier. Take one power marker and place it on my Mystling card. Alright, ready to start my first combat. Alright, so the way combat essentially works, which I'm going to follow here, and the reason why is because I do like to showcase tutorials in board games, especially campaign games. But it essentially goes player, then enemy, and you have a bonus action, then a card action, then a bonus action, and then a, I think then just kind of end of turn is what it was called. Draw cards. And the cards you choose are these 4. And whenever you pick one of them, you gain these power tokens to be able to do them. And like Sprint, you don't have like an innate move or anything like that, or an innate attack. It's depending on what cards you play that give them to you. But you have bonus actions like my Fire Elemental here. I can do each bonus action once. So if I wanted to move to attack, then I don't need to use my sprint. I could spend 1 power cube to do a bonus action to move. And my movement is 2. So I could go, 1, 2. And then play my card of Pummel to attack. But I'm sure we're going to go all over all that here. Turn-based confrontation that takes place in an arena. During a single scenario, you may participate in multiple combats. Turns are taken alternatively, starting with the player. So you either would win, lose. You win by defeating it based off of its health, which again is 11. And you lose if I take 14 health, or potential conditions, or I can tame it, which if there's no tame card, there's no way to tame it. And it seems like I'm not able to tame it, which is fine. I mean, this game is just all about catching and taming them, but I guess, whatever. To win, you must deal damage in the number equal to or more than the opponent's health. Frightened Wind Razor has 11 health. You lose the combat if I lose all my health. Some enemies can be tamed, which leads them to joining you in your adventures, but you will learn about this later in the scenario. The Frightened Wind Razor cannot be tamed, as I just said. Alright, you resolve your turn in the following order. Use bonus actions, optional, resolve an action card. Use bonus actions, optional, draw cards, and your turn. During your turn, you must resolve an action from a card in any chosen slot. In addition, you may use Gathered Power to perform the bonus action listed on your help card. Each slot has a corresponding number of power visible above the card that you gain before resolving the card. The further the card is on the track, the more power you gain. It gives you an opportunity to play cards more strategically. Let's start resolving your first turn. Okay! For your first turn, let's get closer to the enemy. This will prepare your Mystling for the next round. Choose the 4th slot with the sprint card. I will. Which will gain me 3 power. And you are limited on the number of power you can have. You can have 10 total. Move this over. No, I'm not. I don't have a spot for it. Okay. So I chose that one and placed them on my Mystling card. Choosing cards is your main way of gaining power during combat. Resolve the sprint card. Always cards from top to bottom. Move. The number of spaces you may move is determined by your Mystling value. You can choose to move fewer spaces. So, in this case, your Mystling may move up to 2 spaces, and it wants me to go right where I thought I would. 1, 2. Emberling, use sprint! Place the sprint card face up on the discard pile to the right, right there. When planning your turns, you consider what the enemy will do during its activation. You can see its intention on the enemy ability card and the enemy attack card. So it's doing a square, which means it's going to do a rush and an attack. And there is actually a variant in the game at the end of the rules. It's they have harder variants where you have no idea what they're doing. You just shuffle their cards, and so if you find that to be super, boring, then you can have it completely random. Let's see. If you're not sure what the actions on those cards mean, you can find their definitions on the combat tag. So rush means it's gonna move to be as close to you as possible, and an attack means it's gonna attack. So I will spend 1 power and use the bonus action prepare, which lets me discard 1 card and draw 1 card. Discard a card. Put the Guardian Stance on the discard pile, like so. Yeah, like that. Draw a card. So slide Pummel and Energy. Do they go all the way over to slot 4? Yes. So Pummel and... Okay, so they do end up moving all the way over. And then we will draw... This should be Focus. It was not! Damn it! Okay. So... There it is. It probably told me that that Focus was on top. But it's okay. Now it's Focus. Look at that. Okay. Discarding means get rid of the card from the track. You do not gain any power from the slot and don't resolve the card effect. This is useful if you think the available cards are not helpful in your situation. While Guardian Stance is visible on top of the discard pile, you have additional defense granted by its passive effect. So this is something that's pretty interesting of the game, is that on the bottom of this is a passive effect. So I have +2 defense. This passive effect applies as long as it's the top card of the discard pile. So actually deciding which cards that you want to discard is helpful. And I don't see many games do stuff with discard piles like in this case. At the end of your turn, you normally slide the remaining cards on top of the track, but you've already done that, so there are no cards, so now I draw 1. This should be Primal Shot. It is! How nice. Now it's time for enemy activation. The enemy turn consists of comparing the symbol on the enemy attack card to the table on the enemy ability card. When resolving the enemy turn, you follow these steps. So slide cards, draw an enemy attack card, resolve the enemy attack card, check and resolve special ability, the enemy turn ends. So there are 2 ways the Frightened Windraiser can hurt your Mystling, by attacking or by dealing ranged damage. Attacking only occurs in range 1, meaning the enemy must be in the space adjacent, which it is. So we place the top enemy card in slot 1, which is this square. Boop. I'm going to place that right there. And then we look at that. It says rush and attack. Yeah. Rush indicates the enemy performs a move in your Mystling's direction, but we're already right next to it. So then the Frightened Windraiser attacks. So its stat with the 2 crossed swords is 3. And that is minus my defense, which normally is 0, but because Guardian Stance is on top, then that gives me +2. So it looks like, wow, I see. The tutorial wants me to lose. I take 1 damage. Boop. Okay, then I guess these get flipped face down. Alright, check if the enemy attack card is above the special token. There isn't one. That's what the special token is. Every Mystling has a special ability that you need a certain number of power to do. Like I have a Fire Nova, that if I have 8 power, I can spend all that to do a special attack. And it also has one, but that only happens whenever there are enough cards, when there's a card above the 3rd slot, in this case. Congratulations! You've just finished the first round of combat. Notice that a new enemy attack card is visible, so you can predict what the Frightened Windraiser will do during its next turn. It's the circle. It's going to do an attack +2. And if it's adjacent to a... What's that say? Oh, adjacent to a flower. Oh, if it's adjacent to one of these, it would do a second attack. That's brutal. That would hurt. Okay, now I should attack. Okay! Emberling, use Pummel. Fuck it up. Just hold it. It's like, yeah! I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, so I'm going to gain my 3 power. Ho-ho! Getting me closer to 6. Or to 8. So I'm going to Pummel. And that is going to be an attack. I resolve my Mystling's attack as 4. Its defense is 0, so I just deal 4 damage to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is just going to go right there. It's almost dead. How nice. And then Pummel gets discarded, which means that the passive buff is not there anymore. So now let's move away from the enemy. It will attack with a +2 modifier, so it's better to stay away. Use the bonus action dash. I will. Boop. To move away, and it wants me to move 2 spaces. So that's that. End of turn. Synergy, focus, and then primal shot. All moves over. And then offensive stance. Okay, cool. The art is fantastic, and I know you guys can pretty much see the art, which is good. Okay. The enemy's second turn. So this is going to slide over. Then this is going to go right there. I'm just going to flip it over just to preemptively do that. But it is going to attack +2. But it would attack for a total of 5 damage. However, I'm not adjacent to it, and it's not moving. So I avoided its wind attack. Then it shows the flower attack. This icon represents the Windrazer's advantage again. Oh, that's what it is. It's yep, that's not the token. There's a elemental advantage. If I was a grass type, then it would have actually performed a second attack. But because I am a fire type, it doesn't do anything. And what's nice is that it does show you the hierarchy of what beats what. But they're like, hey, you don't have to memorize this. It'll just show you. It'll show the icon like it does there, meaning that if I have that icon, then it would just do it, which is nice. And then that gets flipped over. My turn. The next enemy attack is a triangle, which means it's going to deal 3 range damage to each opponent within range 1 of a tornado, and then it's going to retreat. And that basically means if I'm within range 1 of any tornado, it is going to it's going to hit me for damage. But then retreat means it moves as far away as it can from me. Now your Mystling is safe and can attack from a distance using Primal Shot, but you can do something even better. Instead of simply using Primal Shot and gaining only 2, you may use Synergy to gain more. Oh, I am going to use Synergy to gain more. See, I was actually already going to do that. Anyway, so I'm going to use Synergy and gain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that has a trigger. Trigger means you can resolve an effect of another card, and I'll resolve the effect of Primal Shot. The enemy is within range 2, so I will deal 2 magic damage, which has no magic defense. So that is going to be that, so 2 damage on the Frightened Windraiser. Deal 2 damage to the enemy minus its willpower, which is 0, so it has 5 left. Then discard Primal Shot. Boop. And then Synergy. And then... I have 8. I have 8 power. I am a surgeon. End of turn, slide focus, and offensive stance all the way over. And then we have Flaming Bite. There it is. And Lava Lash. Hot. Alright, well, to be fair, I could kill it. This isn't telling me how to use my special abilities, which is lame. Yeah, as far as I can tell, I think, yeah, you can use the bonus action, because it says special ability bonus action 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. I'd be able to do 6 damage to it in range 3, which would be 6 to its 6. That would be enough. Anyway, but they want to show me other shit, so that's going to go there, and then triangles going off, so, which I guess it doesn't really matter a whole lot. Slide the enemy attack cards, yep. Which that? Look at that card and compare its symbol. Your Mystling is not within range 1 of a tornado, so the first effect doesn't apply. Retreat means that the enemy will move away from your Mystling using its full in case of a tie. You decide where it goes for now. Do that now. Okay. So, I guess I can... So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because its movement is 3. Since there is an enemy attack card above the special ability token, resolve the Frightened Windraiser special ability, which, it doesn't have a name, but blink to a space with a tornado that is the furthest from the opponent. Okay. Am I on the wrong map? I might be on the wrong map. No, this is right. I'm thinking the picture is wrong. The picture is reversed, but... okay. Place the Frightened Windraiser in the rightmost space with a token, as it is the furthest one from your Mystling. I mean, it's not. It's this one. Blink means the Mystling is just simply placed in a given space. It's not considered moving. Take all the used enemy attack cards and place them in the discard pile, the slot to the right. Okay. All the used enemy attack cards. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And I guess they go all the way over there. Alright. A new type of card has appeared in your slots. These are Mystling-specific cards that can only be used by the corresponding Mystling. The enemy is far away, so you want to prepare for ranged abilities. Depending on which Mystling is fighting by your side, you could win this combat in many different ways. Your Mystling special ability is expensive, but you have managed to collect enough power to use it. Play this turn yourself. Try to finish closer to the enemy and use your special ability to defeat the enemy. Okay. Hint for young Iceling. Oh, okay. Hey, if you use the Iceling thing, you're going to need some help. If the enemy deck becomes empty at any moment, you gain a Fatigue, which is a specific card that goes in your deck, or in your discard pile, I should say. They are stuck in your deck for the duration of a scenario and can be removed either by playing them or ways to remove Fatigue. Ignoring gain Fatigue during the first combat, you're learning the ropes, and it shouldn't carry over into your game. Okay. Well, let's see. So, I mean, it's a bonus action, so I should be able to... Yeah, so I'll just spend Flaming Bite, which is move, burn, or move attack with Pierce 1. And if I have to guess, Pierce is probably you ignore one of their defense. And then burn. Before burn is discarded at the end of the turn, gain 1 damage for each burn. Oh, it's a condition token. Okay. Which... Oh, condition tokens might be these, or it might be the actual fire token. I didn't really look at the tokens. Burn. Oh, it's not here. Those are combat tags. Those are adventure tags, but actually I don't even know. Those are power markers. Oh yeah, okay, it is the fire tokens. But I have 2, 4, 6. I have 8. I mean, Flaming Bite isn't going to do me any good but I can also just... Yeah, I mean, I can just do my Flaming Bite and spend 2, or not spend 2, gain 2, which puts me at 10. Lets me move. My movement is 2, 1, 2. And actually, just in case, I'll go right there. Go 1, 2. And then, since I have 10, and it's a bonus action, let me just double... It's you're missing special abilities expensive, but you have managed to collect enough plays through turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure bonus actions are... I mean, it literally says special ability bonus action, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Emberling, use Fire Nova! Oh, damn it. And yeah, my it deals 6 damage in range 3, so 1, 2, 3. And it has no willpower to absorb any of that, so it's going to deal 6 damage to it, which is 12 damage. And I win! If you manage to deal enough damage to defeat your opponent, congratulations. It's now time to follow the instructions of the arena card. Look at the bottom of the card below. End of combat, which is over here. You have won, so you can go to script A26 in your adventure journal. There you will find information on how to clear up the arena. Now it's up to you if you want to continue playing a scenario or play this combat again on your own, which we highly recommend. If you do follow the... Okay, I'm not going to do that because that's not worth it for you guys to watch me do that, but yeah. So I go to A26. The wind Mystling stops fighting, and you approach it to place your hand on its semi-corporeal arm. It looks into your eyes and lets out a poignant wail. It suddenly cowers in shame and rushes behind the turbine, wedging its flexible body into a dark crevice. It seems the crisis is averted for now. You sink to the ground with your companion, both panting heavily. The wind razor was fast, and the struggling took a toll on you. You should be enjoying an evening meal now, not fighting your protégés. Alright. I will add card 174 to my Mystling Encyclopedia. And then I heal 6. Your Mystling's bruises aren't as bad as you thought. Okay, I'll just heal the 1. But I will put this wind razor into my encyclopedia. Right there. Cool. Alright, so I get to choose one. Try to calm the wind razor's nerves, or focus on the situation at hand. Well, I'm going to go take care of the wind razor. It will take some precious time. Go to script A78. It's worth it! I had to attack it, and I feel bad. Okay. Your closeness causes the wind razor to relax its muscles, and it finally sighs with relief. Sorry, boss. Just got upset that I didn't get to take my break again. It took you some time to help the creature regain its balance, but you feel it was worth it. I gain empathy part 1. And if I get any 4 parts of empathy, then I'll read a certain script. How nice. I better be getting that. And then I go to script A2. Okay. You finally have time to look around. People are still scared, but there are only a few visible consequences of the tremor. A crumbling wall, a machine grinding unpleasantly, and flower pots toppled from windowsills. All the Mystlings gradually calm down. Still concerned, you approach 2 rangers helping an older man to his feet. Their job is to protect Careburg from dangerous creatures, and you have often joined forces with them. They greet you with respect for your position as the chief tamer, and together you decide what to do next. They will make a quick reconnaissance around the city to check if Mystlings caused the quake. Your job will be to ensure what to do next. They will make a quick reconnaissance around the city. Did I just read the same thing? Oh, okay. Your job will be to ensure everyone in this corridor is safe and the technology isn't in danger. You will meet at the Shaded Tavern in an hour. So, we discard all components from the arena, check your action deck, place your action deck in the Mystling tray. Again, I'll just put them over here. Yeah, discard all power. Got all this, my fire element, my story quest. Yeah, gonna put all that there. Cobbled square goes away. Alright. What happens if you lose? It's just like, put the game up. Just stop playing. This all goes there. Damage. Okay. Each Mystling gains 1 power. Alright. Yay. And I gain a silver. I'm rich! Oh. There's my badass mini. Frightened Windraiser. I'll just put those back behind its divider. Windraiser can be executed in the street. Boom. And that can go like so. And this can go up. One thing about this booklet that I love is it's bound up here, and there's nothing there. Not sure if that's actually going to matter, but most times whenever it's a grid like that, I love it. I love how that's not going to get in the way. Okay, open map 1. Hey, there's the map that I had placed out a while back. I have all the cards, prepare all tokens, place secret 13 face down on the event slot. Boop. See what's happening in the city before the Rangers return. Okay. That's going to go there. And this is going to go like so. Oh, okay. See what's happening again. This is before the Rangers return. If you have the Empathy Part 1 status, I actually lose a time. Okay. Which I do because I took time to calm it. So I only have 2 time to be able to do something. So I begin exploration. Well, basically, exploration, unless it says it here. Oh, well, I guess it did mention in the adventure rules. Is, yeah, so it's telling me that, location number, find the correct map, script numbers, there's no specific round or structure, I'm free to take actions, read a script, and then time and stuff, so basically, I have all this stuff that I can take a look at. So A24 is where the Windraiser is at, which is now destroyed. There's the tavern here, or that might be the tavern. That might be a shop. That's also a shop. That's the gate. So this is interesting. It's actually kind of, it doesn't tell me what these are. You know what? I want to go listen to Ida's story. I think I have a silver. This is pretty much all the money I'll ever need. Let's go to A29. Sure. Just see how that works. Okay. You smile affectionately as you see the signboard depict a pouch filled with coins and hazelnuts. You enter the shop and the storekeeper, Hazel, looks at you from under her permanently furrowed brows and says in a surprisingly warm tone, "Welcome, Tamer. Do you need something, love?" Her tone sounds odd, and you notice she keeps glancing at a fresh crack in the wall. Her hands tremble slightly. "You hiding people in here, Hazel?" So I can buy supplies. Spend 1 silver. I don't have enough money for equipment. I can speak with Hazel only if slot 3 is empty. Well, yes, I am going to buy supplies. So, shuffle that, or draw 3 items, gain 1 of them, and discard the rest. Let's see. Okay, I got a leather pouch, which I can use immediately to gain a silver, or I can get some herbs. It's like, you're selling money for money? I'll gain the herbs. Anytime I can discard it to heal 2. which will be nice. And so there's that. That just kind of goes in front of me. And it says continue exploration. So while I'm buying my herbs, I'm gonna go ahead and be like, hey Hazel, you seem a little weird. What's going on? Why are you looking over at that crack? All right. Actually, I could use your help. No, don't look so scared. It has nothing to do with that scary tremor. But if you visit the library, please retrieve my medallion from Slade, the librarian. He tricked me into selling the medallion to him for naught. He's studying it with all his books as if it were something precious, which is not my concern. Losing the medallion doesn't sit well with me. I want it back, and that's it. Hazel speaks oh my god. Hazel speaks much faster in the end, her face growing red. But should you help her right now? There are more important things to do. Okay, if slot 3 is empty, place token A in slot 3. Okay, so there we go. Right there. I went to A29, right? Oh, slot 3, because that's where the line... I was like, what? Continue exploration. I believe I don't lose time until it tells me. Yeah, it'll instruct me to spend time, so... Otherwise, I'll just keep continuing. Well, sure. You know what? I spent my money. Hazel seems like a sweet, sweet young girl. I don't know if she is. She could be an old crone. But I'll go to A34. Talk to Slade, who's probably a dick. Alright, the air is always cooler inside the thick walls of the library. The librarian Slade greets you with a bored smile and returns to sorting the books scattered on the ground. Inside the reading room, a young man, Alvin, sits silently in a corner, shaking a little. He is one of your charges, a tamer in training. He looks up from time to time, avoiding eye contact. Okay. Well, I can approach Alvin, which will cause me time. Why is everyone, like, shifty? Everyone's like... like, Alvin has, like, a black eye. It's like, man, you got your own problems. Everyone's got... I'm just the tamer here. Like, where's the Duchess? I'm here to see Slade, so I'm gonna go talk to Slade. I'm gonna beat his ass. Alright. If slot 3 is empty, it's not, and it's okay. Hazel, that sly hag. Of course she sent you, the only person I am fond of. I won't fall for it this time. The medallion is fascinating. I cannot simply give it back to her because she didn't realize its true value. So I can choose one, bid farewell, or try to retrieve the medallion. Just be like, alright, have a good one. Try to retrieve the medallion. Well, you started this conversation, you may as well try to convince him, which cost me a time. Alright. So, where was it? It was items. Perform the test. So let me just double check on tests. I need a 6 or a 7. I need a total of 6 or 7. However, if I have a certain number of icons, then it costs me time. So this might, I'll be very sad if I lose time talking to. So tests. That's combat. Tests. Reveal an item per place in front of you. So yeah. Each test has a test table. During the adventure, perform the test. Perform a test, look at the video, and tells you the result. Most of the time, there'll be negative consequences for drawing a certain number of eyes. Reveal an item, choose. End the test or go back to step 1. When you end the test, add the values. Got it. Very simple. Very simple. So, I need a 6 or 7, and I don't need eyes. At least 2 eyes, then I lose time. I believe once you run out of time, it goes. You reveal the secret, and that the secret is most likely the people coming back. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. So, boom! Hey, all right. There's 3. You guys can't even fucking see that. I hate my glare. So there's 3. I just need another 3, baby. Okay, there we go. Now I could try to get a 1, which is a better outcome. So I can kind of show you. Oh, goddamn. So here, I'll show you, whenever I'm not making a fool of myself. So the table looks like that. It looks like this. You guys can totally do that, right? It looks like this. It shows 6 and a 7. I'm gonna stick with the 6 because that's exactly what I needed. And I convinced Slade to return the medallion. Otherwise, and I didn't have any eyes. If I had gotten a 7, he would have given me a coin, a silver. He's like, all right, and I rob him. So now I'm gonna go to A70. Slade sighs. You may take the medallion. It lies in the reading room on a table with 2 blue books. Just remind the woman that she owes me. You quickly find the books and the medallion wedged between the pages of one of them. You notice that the trinket has symbols representing 5 elements, all but darkness. Darkness isn't popular, and many superstitions are tied to it, but when an artist depicts all elements, they don't omit darkness. Strange. The books are about archaeological findings from the desert far in the north, something about an ancient temple. You don't have the time to read it now, however... discard token A, and then we're going to put token A in slot 4. Gain secret 4. Secret! 1, 2, 3. Boom. The Ancient Medallion. Alright, which is what that looks like. An ancient-looking trinket engraved with angular symbols. Who knows? Maybe it will come in handy. Yeah, maybe, if I'm giving it right back. And then I continue the exploration. Nice. So I'm going to go right back to A29. Hazel! Hazel! Yeah, so I'm going to speak with Hazel, which is A17. And then there is token A in slot 4, so that's going to be A77. Hazel asks if you managed to recover her lost trinket. Okay, so I could choose one. I could lie, so I could keep it. That's interesting. Just be like, yeah, never got it. Never got it. Sorry, Slade, just I don't have anything. Anyway, yeah, I'll give it back to her. Although it's probably some creepy witch thing she's going to do. You place the medallion on the counter. Hazel's eyes glint under her thick brows. Thank you, Tamer. What's with that accent? Thank you, Tamer. What a wonderful person you are. She grabs your hand and squeezes it firmly. If you find other things like this, I can buy it for some nice coin. The boy who brought this one to me said he found it in a strange cave he had fallen into. He was from... Phaeton? Probably there, yes. As a token of my gratitude, have some coins. Ow, God, it's my eye. So that costs time, which puts me on there. I discard secret for this. I'm probably going to regret giving this back to her. But I do gain the Merchant's Favor. Part 1. Oh, there's 3 parts. I wonder if that means there's 3 medallions. Flip the token in slot forward from A to B. I gain 2 silver, and I continue the exploration. However, I am out of time, which I believe means I just read Secret 13. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. Place on the event card. Then, when you encounter when you enter this girl's secret. Oh, maybe not. The time token is on the event card. Ignore the time progression. When the adventure... Yeah, I guess. The story provides hints about what might occur when the event card is triggered. Okay, let's see. During exploration, you may be instructed to spend time. This will in turn reveal the event card, altering the situation on the map or even bringing the exploration to an end. Okay. Okay, so I discard the time token, flip, and resolve the event card. Cool. Cool. An hour has passed. If token A is in slot 2 or 4, it is not. Otherwise, go to script A75. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Script A75. All right. The ranger should be back in the city. You agreed to meet in the shaded tavern. Place secret 13, face down in the event slot. Okay. Set this to 3 again. You don't have much time. There are many places you should visit, but as the sun sets, more and more places are closing, such as the library. Place token A in slot 2. Rangers await you in the tavern. Continue your exploration. Oh, okay. Well, I only have 2 silver. I could have bought equipment. Well, the library's closed, is what they said. So, you know what? I am... Interesting. I'm kind of curious if so A35. Let's just see. Let's just see if it actually is closed. No, it's not. But, yeah. There are many... Oh, they're closing. Okay. Yeah, never mind. Library's still open. Let's see. What could I do? I mean, I could go talk... You know what? I'll just go talk to the rangers. Maybe if they'll have information that I can use afterwards. So I'm going to go to A12. I'm anything if not punctual. The tavern greets you with the cool, fragrant breeze wafting through it. The innkeeper places some fans on the ceiling and cleverly connected them to the stoves in the kitchen. You approach the bar, feeling the patrons gaze on your back, but their whispers stroke your ego. They know that the Windraiser and machines are safe thanks to you. Olin, the local alchemist, sits at a table, his face hidden in his hands. If you remember correctly, his workshop is somewhere nearby. Ida, on the other hand, is nowhere to be found. Oh no! She's in the back! Okay. So I can take a rest, chat with the patrons, speak with the rangers, approach Olin, or leave the tavern. Well, I don't need to take a rest. I could chat with the patrons. I'll approach Olin while I'm here. A21. If you don't have Secret 2, Olin doesn't want to speak with you. Okay. Go back to A12. Hey, Olin! It's like, okay. Alright. I forgot that you're kind of weird. Then I'll chat with the patrons. I want them all to acknowledge me. A15. I want them all to just appreciate me. You sit beside a glassblower and his apprentice, but more people join you, all interested in your story. You tell everybody about the encounter with the Windraiser and your current findings about the city's future. They listen to you, enchanted, and give you a small gift in return for your help. A woman mentions seeing an alchemical study with a collapsed wall. She hasn't seen anyone inside, but it might be worth checking to see if anyone is trapped. Note, some scripts on the map may be hidden. I gain 1 item. Alright. I'm assuming it's random, so some scripts on the map may be hidden. Does that mean there's like a hidden number? Or probably not. I don't remember reading anything about hidden numbers. So could be that it's like, hey, I mean, Hazel did say that she was looking at a crack in the wall. Is that what they're talking about? But no, that's not a collapsed wall. It's probably here. And the item I got is a rope. Hell yeah. During a test, I can add or subtract 2. Nice. I will gladly take that. And I continue exploration, which I'm just going to stay there. I have 2 time left. Might as well get up, thank them for the rope. I would like to go there to A3, but it's probably going to take time. And I'll just talk to them, which is going to cost time. Script A18. One thing I'm enjoying right now is like all the scripts are in like there's the next scenario, like all the scripts are in one thing. I'm not having to flip all the way to the back of like the book, which is nice. Hey, finally, you're here. We've seen a rather large flock of golemos wandering around the city, about a dozen or so of them. Since they can cause small tremors, maybe such a large group could cause a big one. We kept a safe distance and left the investigation to you, Tamer. You're the Mystlings expert. Start looking in the glade with the tall birch. You think about it briefly. Golemos are relatively peaceful creatures. They can fight, but mainly in self-defense. You must investigate this, however. When you finish your errands in the city, you should head towards the city gate. If you want to learn more about them, a ranger says, check the library. If it's still open, that is. Don't tell me what to do. Place token A in slot 5. Down there. Boop. Yep. Continue the exploration. Let's say if I want to. I mean, I knew I could read about them. Let's see. If you want to learn more about them, check the library, which I could do. I'll head towards the city gate, which is A10. If I'm understanding that correctly, the gate's all the way back there. I could stop by and learn about them. But yeah, I'm not going to have time to investigate that anyway, so on my way out, I will go to A35. Slink by Slade and his creepy eye. And read about the Earth Mystlings. It may be a good idea to refresh your knowledge, which... A27. The book details the customs of Earth Mystlings in the vicinity of Careburg. You skim and find a piece reminding the reader that heavy golemos do not favor rocky and beaten paths, as they can make unpleasant tremors there. Another piece describes a ferocious elk thorn chased away with smoke from a torch held high. Gain the Forest Predators Part 1. You learn the elk thorn's weakness. Hell yeah. I need a torch, which my Mystling Emberling is basically a flying torch. That should do it. And then continue exploration, but that is going to flip this. So another hour has passed if token A is in slot 2 or 5, which it is. That's A76. The amber sun hides behind the city walls. Many shops and buildings have closed for the day. Discard Secret 13. Gain Secret 14. Boop. Oh. Aha! Place Secret 15 in the event slot. Face down in the event slot. And this is going to go to 2. Which is red, so place this card. Oh, I see. Cool. I always love when games do that with like map books, cause right, like so. Yeah, because now, as you can see, the library's closed. Slade went to go jerk it to another medallion. I'm gonna make it to where I hate Slade, even though, because he reminds me of was that his name in the Aragon series? He was the butcher. Sloan was his name in Aragon. I don't know why. I'm just like Slade and Sloan. Fuck those guys. It'd be like, you have to. The city's being under attack. You can go to the library to save Slade. Nah, I don't need to do that. All right, I must leave the city soon. All right, I'll go to A10. I'll leave, especially if it's getting dark. I don't want it to reveal and be like, hey, you took a lot of time, and now you have to fight these things in the night, and they have night vision, and you don't. The gate is open. A road snakes down the slope to disappear into the dense forest below and reappear among the fields and natural glades. As you look farther, you see hills, a broad river, and several picturesque lakes. You cannot stop yourself from imagining Mystlings in each location. Set off for the source of the tremors. Requires token A in slot 4. This ends the current exploration. Okay, go to script A14. I am going to do that. You exit the city heading towards the glade pointed out by the rangers. The ground has been trampled by heavy, stumpy feet, but the tracks disappear into a scattered pile of decaying leaves. 3 paths lead north, each wide enough for the dozen golemos mentioned by your colleagues. Okay, so choose one. Alright, it said they... It said they avoided... They avoided, like, rocky paths, I believe. It was A35. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly... Because it caused tremors. Was it A35? Yeah. Then A27. Yeah, you skim and find a piece reminder that heavy golemos do not favor rocky and beaten paths as they can make unpleasant tremors there. Okay. Rocky and beaten paths. So my options are... Follow the fissured path, take the path with disturbed moss, or go through the muddy path. I think the muddy path is the one that would probably lead me to them. So we're going to go with that one, A42. The muddy path seems never ending and it just gets deeper and murkier. Finally, you encounter a patch of dried crust marked only by road deer tracks. You suppose some could have been left by furples. The golemos were never here. Damn it! You turn back and curse your failed intuition to the sound of squelching boots. Place token A in front of you. You're straying in the forest. Alright, well then I'll do the fissured path. A39. Damn it! I thought it said they avoid disturbed things. Unless I'm following the source, you know what? that makes because they're making a quake. I was thinking like, oh, they want to avoid doing that, but I'm following them because they made the quake. I didn't take the fissured path. I took the disturbed moss because that's what the book told me to do. Wild boars searching for food could have churned the moss, but you know better. Plus, on the way, you come across mushrooms favored by Mystlings, mostly earth ones. You allow your companion to graze on some, and you move on. I gain a power! Totally. And A33. The forest grows thin, and you see a well-known hill before you. You stop in your tracks, your mouth agape. The hillside is split in half by a gaping wound, though which you can see a mysterious stone ruins. A group of golemos is squeezing through the gap. From a distance, they look like a line of clumsy ants. Intrigued, you approach the hill through a bramble grove as the last of the Mystlings enter the ruins. And I gotta perform a test. Ooh! Well, there's some art on what I'm seeing. There's the fissure. So that looks awesome. Okay, so this is cool. Oh wait, is it... You may ignore when you draw... Is that what this is? Where would I... Is that equipment? With the icon, it is. Damn. And then buy any equipment. I have a rope, though. So, because it was saying if I had a tool equipment, I may ignore the eye effect below. Which is pretty neat, but I don't. I took no equipment. I do have rope, which I can get rid of to add or subtract 2. So let's see what I do. And I can have 3 items to equipment. So I need a 6 to an 8, or a 9 would be sexy. There's a 3, no eye. Okay, a 2 that does have an eye, which says draw the next card or gain a damage. I'm gonna draw the next card because that's 5. 6, 7, 8. Damn it! Are there any 1s in here? There are 4s. There are 1s as well. I think I'll stop there. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. Get closer to the entrance. Well, I guess I can shuffle those. But 6 to 8, I get closer to the entrance. 9, there are 4, so I could have potentially gotten a 9, but 10... 10 is not good. And these, so go to script A45. Alright. You hear a cracking sound behind you, and a golem emerges from thick brambles. It must have stayed behind to guard the entrance and to protect its friends. The ground under your feet starts trembling, so you must prepare for a fight. You're a little scared, but also excited. Time to test your skills. Alrighty. Okay. So let's set this baby up. It looks like I don't think it's gonna be as scripted as the other one, but it's card 19, map 2. So same map as last time. I'll just set this off to the side. There's map 2. See if we'll do that again. Okay, card 19. The Bramble Forest. Place a berry in each space. So there's a berry, and that's it. When you move to or are placed in a space with a berry, discard it and heal 2. When an enemy moves to or is placed in a space with a berry, discard it. Okay, so there we are with 19. Enemy Golemo. Cards 107, 108, and 109. Okay, 107, 108, and 109. There we go. There's a little Golemo. Look at him. He's so cute. Okay, make sure to use the enemy stat card without the PvP layout. Okay. This time your enemy has a passive ability. Make sure to familiarize yourself with it now. Your enemy will also be placing elemental tokens, quakes. Below you can find rules. Okay. Oh, it's passive. It has +1 defense for each quake within range 1 of it. So, there. And then how to tame it. And the Golemo is, he's so adorable. I want him, and I can actually tame him. Alright, where is he going? Oh, maybe. Special ability is going on 3. And then enemy deck is 2 triangles, 2 circles, and 2 squares. And that's that. Oh. Okay. Yeah, tokens are placed in range. They could be placed in a space with your and the enemy Mystling. They cannot be placed on a space with terrain. There can only be 1 enemy token and 1 player token in each space. Players cannot interact with tokens in any way. There's a token limit, which in this case is 5. If the enemy would have to place a token that's above it, it takes the token that is furthest from you and places it on the closest to you as possible. In this combat, you will be able to tame your enemy because it is a taming card. To tame the enemy, you must fulfill all conditions on the taming card from top to bottom. Mark the fulfill conditions with A tokens. When all conditions are fulfilled, immediately go to the tame script written on the arena card. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so let's see. Does it say? I should look up in combat where they actually start for setup. Like I said, I never read the setup for combat. Do they always go in 1? Okay. For the enemy. So then should flip the taming card. Yep. Yeah, I think enemy goes in space 1. So he goes here, and I go in space 2. And goes the adventure journal and start combat. Gladly. And now we're in our real fight. And I have herbs that I can heal, and I did not have to. Oh, I forgot I could have used that too. Oh well. Oh well. It looks like token A didn't actually come didn't matter. Although I think it actually would have had I chosen. I think whenever I chose the other option, it quickly was like, if you have token A, flip it to B, and then do this. But I totally didn't. All right. So young Emberling, starting with 2 power, which is nice. My special bonus and my fire element. My story quest isn't doing anything. And then we got the cards. Alright, so what do I need to do to tame it? Tire it out, if he has 5 or less health left. Lure it into the mud. Golemo ends its turn in a mud space. Oh man, these are actually difficult. So into a mud space, which is there. So there, or up there. Show your power. Use your special ability in a space with a quake. You may choose not to deal damage. And you have to go from top to bottom. Like, I can't do my show my power right off rip to be able to like do that part. So, but I would just have to do that. And then whenever I tame him, which I kind of do, I really want him. I'm like looking at my Emberling. I'm like, you're disgusting. All right, so boom, we got Lava Lash right off bat. A synergy, hit and run, and then a sprint. Okay. All right, first real combat. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. So I need to get him low. So what's he go? Oh wait, I'm playing. I'm not playing on hard mode. Okay. So he is going to attack and rush with +2 movement, and then attack again. Okay. Oh, that's right. Ground is good against. I think that's water. So he'd be good. He'd have an advantage against me if I was doing the Iceling. So he's going to attack, which I'm not next to him. He's going to rush, move of 3. Interesting. I think I'm going to have to get him low. Yeah. Because I'm going to be quicker than him. His movement's 1. But he also has 10 more health than I do. So I'm going to do Lava Lash, which is going to gain me 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to deal 3 range, 3 magic damage in range 3, so that is within range. He has no willpower, so that's going to be straight up 3 damage. Because he's also not within range of any quakes, because none started on the map. 1, 2, 3. And I spend 2 power to trigger. Which I actually think I will. I'm going to spend 2. I do have an elemental bonus attack, which is for 5 to do Fury. I don't know what Fury is. Is that even a... Oh, maybe it's called Fury. Oh, so I can spend 5 to just do an attack if I needed to. But I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna spend 2 with Lava Lash. Whoosh, just whip him with my tail to trigger, which I'm gonna do on my sprint to move. I'm gonna 1, 2, and I think that gets me just out of reach. No, it doesn't. Fuck. It doesn't. Where was I? Oh yeah, I thought my movement was 3. That bums me out. Oh, wait. Okay. Nope, I can't get out of reach. So that was that. I did my sprint. So that goes away first, and then this goes away. But then I'm going to spend 1 to do a bonus action and move. So now it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and it won't be able to hit me, which is nice. All right, so those are going to slide over. That's going to slide. And then we go offensive stance and pummel. Not bad. And that's it. So now it's his turn. He's going to, I'm just going to flip these as I go. So he's going to do that, which is going to be his attack. He doesn't hit. He's going to rush +1. So 1, 2, 3. He's going to attack again. And that's it. That is it. Doesn't quite get to me. So now... Ooh. What's he doing now? Rush and attack. Place 1 quake in range 1. Okay. Which does give him a defense. Well, it will give him a defense. So I was thinking of trigger, resolve another card from slots, and discard this card. Trigger can only be resolved once per turn. Oh, so you can't stack triggers. So I'm honestly thinking synergy to do trigger into offensive stance, which, while it's on top of my discard, probably gives me +1 attack to negate his defense, because then I still have pummel. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So that's going to be 3 for my synergy. To trigger offensive stance, which is going to give me 1 more power. Oh, shit, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work because this gets discarded first. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do offensive stance, which is going to give me 2 power plus gain 1 from it. And then this will just get discarded. Yeah, I kind of backed myself into a corner, but that's okay. My trade blows a little bit. I still have my herbs, and there's my pummel. And I got lava lash. That's hot. That's hot. That is very hot, actually. That might be pretty... Yeah, that might be pretty sexy, depending on how I want to do it. Okay, because I'm getting +1 attack. So, his turn. Because I don't want to use any... I don't want to use my herb. I don't need to use my herbs. And I have 5. I could... Well, there's no reason to do my fury. I think the hardest part is gonna be luring him into the mud. So he has to end his turn. And luckily, a lot of the rules are if it's moving and you have equal distance, you get to pick. It's not like it prioritizes anything. Anyway, so he's gonna rush, which means he's gonna move 1. Then he's going to attack. He has 2, so he's gonna hit me for 2. Oh no! And then he's gonna place a quake in range 1. We'll put it there. So now, because of his passive, he has +1 defense if he's within range 1 of it. Well, technically that slid over. And then square is he's going to place a quake in range 2, attack, and then rush. So the question is, do I move? I don't have any way to... I mean, I have my dash, my bonus action to it that allows me to move. I do need to kind of get out of the corner, or else he'll just back me up and just beat the shit out of me. So... Yes. What do I got? I do have my hit and run, which would be... I mean, that's attack -1, but I have a +1 right now with offensive stance. And that would negate the -1. That's not bad. And it's +1 physical defense, so actually... We will do my Lava Lash, which is going to get me 1 power. I'm going to deal 3 damage to him, which actually so that puts him at 6 damage. I'm gonna put these all next to him. So that's not negated, so that's good. And then I am gonna spend 2 to trigger. And we're gonna trigger my hit and run, which is gonna then do an attack -1. So with the +1 because of my offensive stance, it is going to be an attack of 4 still to his defense. So that's going to be defense of 1. So it's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And then I'll get to move, and my movement is 2. So 1, 2. Slightly fly up around him as I claw him. So then this gets discarded. And then this gets discarded. So I'm no longer getting the +1. But I will then do another bonus action to dash. And we will move. That's actually, where was I? No. I was there, and I moved 2. Okay, then I'll go 1, 2. Or 1, 2. Because the rules were when you move 2 or are placed in a space with a berry, discard and heal 2. So that's a way for me to heal the 2 damage I took. But I will take that. Primal Shot and Guardian Stance. So that gives me some defense. But I do still need to get 8. How much does he have? He's at 9 damage. So he's at 15 health left, so I need to do 10 damage to him. But it is his turn. These are going to go there, there, and then square. He's going to place 1 Quake in range 2. We will put it right there. Because I don't believe... Oh, I need to be in a place with a Quake, though, to tame him. Then he's going to attack, and then rush. Ha-ha! But then he's going to do a special ability. Each opponent gains 3 damage for each Quake within range 2 of that opponent. Nice. Alright, I'm not within range 2 of any of them. Whew! I totally knew that was coming. Now, I can't remember. I know the tutorial have it. But when does he... check results. Okay. Special and discard all enemy attack cards from the enemy slots. Got it. Got it. Boom, boom, boom. He's going to do the same thing as last time. So he's going to place 1 Quake in range 2 and attack. So the longer this goes on, the more Quakes I'm going to be surrounded by. Alright, my turn. But he's going to attack and rush. I think I am going to do my synergy now. Gain 3. Yeah. Gain 3 to then trigger Primal Shot, because he is within range 2 of me, so that will deal 2 damage to him, which will put him at 11. Let's do this. And that is that. So that's going to get discarded along with synergy. Then I will actually spend one of these to do a bonus action, and I'll move back and eat these berries to heal 2. Then we have my pummel, Guardian Stance, leap. Ooh, it lets me blink up to 2 spaces away. That's not horrible to have in my back pocket. Ooh. I don't hate that. Flaming Bite either. That deals a burn. Lets me move and attack. Okay. So, his turn. The square, he's going to place a Quake within range 2. And then he's going to attack and then rush. within range 2. We'll go right there. And then attack and rush, which again, he's super slow. I got the good on this. But then, because where was it? He has 3 on there. Oh, it says, so now he'll attack, rush, +2, and then attack. And he would attack again if I was ice, so we are square. I have 5, I still 11. Whew, still need to do some damage to him. Which I will. Oh, but he's gonna attack. Ooh. But he is not adjacent to. The Flaming Bite is good if he was actually adjacent to one of those quake things, but I don't want him to. The Flaming Bite is good because I can move, attack, and then move back, but he's still gonna rush and attack me. But it'll only be 1 attack. Burn. Before burn is discarded at the end of the turn, gain 1 for each burn. Oh yeah, because at the end of their turn they discard a token. So, yeah, you know what? I'll grab 1 and do my Flaming Bite, which lets me move. So we will move right here. And attack, Pierce 1 is ignored, but the attack is going to be 4 damage. So, put an old 5er right there because he has no defense right now. And I will deal 1 burn in range 1. So I will deal a burn onto him, which is pretty hot. And then I will take that 1 to dash. He's still going to be able to get to me, but that is not the worst thing. And I have 5 power still. And Flame Burst. Deal 2 to each opponent in range 2. +2 for every 4 you have. That might be enough. What does that put him at? Puts him at 19. Oh, which means he would have 5 left. Ooh, that's hot. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because then he'll have 5 left, and then I just need to kite him, pretty much. So now it's his turn. This is going to slide over. Then he's going to do an attack, which he can't hit me. Rush +2, so 1, 2. And then he's going to attack, which will hit me. I have no defense, but his attack is only 2. And that's it. And then what's he going to do? Rush, attack, place a quake in range 1, then I'll have some defense. That's fine. That is fine. Yeah, I need to do Flame Burst. But first... Yes. 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 Flame Burst. But first I'm going to move. Damn it. It's within range 2. Yeah, that's what I have to do right now. And then Flame Burst, which is going to gain me 1. Deal 2 damage to each opponent in range 2, +2 damage for every 4 damage you for every 4 power you have. I have 4 power there, so that's going to be 4 damage total. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's at 19 out of 24, so he's at 5 health. So now, that is the first part of the taming done. And this just gets discarded. Ooh, another Flame Burst. I'll kill him! Now it's his turn. Boop. And boop. And the triangle is going to be a rush, which unfortunately just moves him 1. He's going to... Oh, he's going to attack. He gets to me. Damn it. That's 2 damage. Oh no, I'm at 10. And he's going to place a quake. Ooh, within range 1. And he has a max of... Yeah, max of 5. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, let's put it right there. Let's put it right there. Ooh, okay, that's gonna... Ooh. 3, so that's 7. Damn. And he's doing a special ability. Each opponent gains 3 damage for each quake within range 2 of them. Yep, that's that. I forgot he was doing a special, so that's 7 damage. Which I'll use my... Do I want to use my herbs? Is this still scenario 1? Are they going to fully heal me? I'll use my herbs for now. If they fully heal me, I'm taking my herbs back. But then these get discarded, but that is all of them, which means I take a fatigue, which I need to find those. Ah, here they are. Yep. Yeah, so 1 fatigue goes into the discard pile. And now I have a super, if I'm at 8, but I don't have a way to move. So, well, that's fine. I'm not going to be able to, it depends on what he's doing. I am probably going to do Guardian Stance. Ooh, yeah, I got the perfect setup. I think I'll be solid, hopefully. Hopefully. Ugh, God, that sucks. That was the one I didn't want to. But actually, no, this will still work. So it's my turn. So he's gonna attack, rush, and attack 2, but that's okay. Because I just need to have him end his turn in this spot. So I am gonna do Guardian Stance, which is gonna give me 3 power total. 1, 2, 3, which I'm at 8 now. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and then Guardian Stance is gonna get discarded. And now, while it's passive, I have +2 physical defense, which is good. Oh, sorry, I needed to spend 1 because I wanted to move back. Which now I'm at 7. Desperate Attack. You may gain 1 damage to attack +2. Okay, that's not horrible. I don't need to do that right now. So then, that's that. It's his turn. He is going to attack, can't hit me. And he's going to rush, +2, but he's rushing up on me. And then he's going to attack. His attack is 2. Oh, he took a damage from the burn, which killed him. No, that would suck. That'd be really poor math on my part. Then he's going to attack, but because I'm in Guardian Stance, I actually don't take any damage, which is awesome. So, and then now, this is where it's perfect. I'm going to use my leap to gain 2. So I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. To blink 2, I'm going to blink right there. Oh, sorry, he ended his turn in a mud. So I lured him into the mud like a fool. So he's all tired. I feel bad because that's what you have to do in Pokemon. You have to beat the shit out of him. And he's like, you will submit to me. You're my best friend. It's all fucking swollen, whiplashing, burns. And then, now I'm going to show my power. So, use your special power in a space with a quake. I may choose not to deal damage. I will do that. So, did my Blink 2, which gave me my 2. And then bonus is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And haha! I'm going to show him that I could have destroyed him, sent him into a smoldering crisp, a rubble of rock, but I'm not going to. And that is that. I will not deal damage with that. So now, yay! End of combat. Tame. Go to script A34. I will do that. He's my buddy now. Oh, I see what it means. It just said, okay. There was a thing in here that for one of the locations I could have gone to, it said hidden script. That's what it meant by that. A34. Okay. The Golemo stares at you. There is no anger in its eyes, only admiration. You stop your creature from taking any action and start speaking to the Golemo in a calm voice. The words don't matter. The secret lies in the tone and the steady, unflinching eye contact. You approach the wild Mystling. Each Mystling who took part in this combat heals up to half, rounded down, so half of 5 is 2.5, so I heal 2. Okay. I'll live with that. I place a thing in front of me. Yeah, I place one of these in front of me. And go script A38. You extend your hand towards the Golemo and speak in a low, relaxed voice. You're not its enemy. It allows you to touch its rough, moss-covered skin. You make it feel that there is no need to be afraid for it and its friends. You just want to ensure that your city friends are safe too. The Golemo stumbles forward, placing its hand on your knee. Aww, a first sign of trust. Now you are sure you will get along well. You feel a connection with the Earth Mystling as if your hearts were melded, experiencing emotions as one, and right now the Golemo feels calm. Yeah! Golemo Divider, add card 110, A side up. Woo! There's that. Ugh. To the encyclopedia. Sure, I'll just put it right there. Card 109, B side up. Oh. 109. Ah, right here. Aha. Golemo. There are not many other Mystlings as reclusive as Golemos, who can be found only in deep woods and deep valleys. However, when stressed, they can go on a rampage, attacking everything in sight and using their connection to Earth to cause small-scale earthquakes. Good deal. Yeah, it's always crazy, the facts about Pokemon, where it's like, Magikarp. Whenever it jumps, it creates a tsunami that wipes out half of the Earth. It's like, what the fuck? How is anyone alive? Okay. Place cards 107, 111, and 112 with all Golemo action cards behind the party divider. Sweet! Cards 107, 111, and 112. Okay, so... Yes, let me grab... Okay. Okay. So, 107... 111 and 112, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Behind the party divider, which is... Where was that? Found it. So what has it got? Okay, PvP is not there. So special actions, Tromp, place a Quake in range 2, and then 8 Tremors. Each opponent gains 2 damage for each Quake within range 2 of them. Yeah, so they're basically big on being around those Quakes. Interesting. So that's part of my party. Yay! I love the fucking Pokédex concept. Place card 108 behind the removed divider. So I will never find another one of them again. And then clear the arena. So the fatigue does not go away. The power does. The damage also does not go away. Boom, boom, boom. And there's a story quest. There's my money. I don't know what that is in front of me. Alright, so I still have my rope. I'm not going to grab my herbs back because it wasn't like a tutorial thing where it fully heals me. 5. Nice. Yeah, I imagine the taming is going to be work to do. But I did not hate that. I did not hate having to tame that at all. And I didn't have to. I could have straight up just killed him. Oh, God. No, it's so far away. There we go. And Bramble Forest goes back in 19. And now, if I want to use him, I can. I do like my Emberling, though. He was a perfect match for fighting him. Because if I had the Iceling, the Iceling probably wouldn't have been as fast, and I probably would have just gotten my ass beat. Although I think it did have more health. I don't remember where these were at, and it probably won't matter, I imagine. Oh, cool, the lights are off. That's a nice little touch. Where is this going? There it is. Going right there. Close enough. And then A53. Okay, you gaze at the gaping wound in the hill. How long have the ruins been concealed here? Cairburg was founded about 600 years ago, and there is no mention of such a construction in any book or story. You imagine knowledge, treasures, and secrets hidden inside, but then you notice the Golemo by your side, and think about the other Earth Mystlings hiding inside. They could be the potential source of the tremor that struck the city earlier, and you are here to investigate it. As you enter the place, rocks and soil give way to tiled floors, and plastered walls replace stone formations. You look around a large room. Built in a style you've never seen before. The remains of sunshine send shadows dancing on the walls. Suddenly, you hear a rumble behind you, and the floor shakes. You jump forward to protect your creatures and save your own skin. You jump forward and abandon your animals. Oh, man. When the dust settles, you notice that the way back is blocked. The hill still shakes slightly. You must find an escape route and maybe investigate those ruins a little? Open map 2. Alrighty. Map 2. Aha! There we are. Nice. That looks cool. I'm going to go ahead and put secret card 14 away. Okay, if this is in front of me, then place token A in slot 1 and discard it. The tamed Golemo seems eager to help you. Oh, cute. But it's holding my hand, and it's like, or whatever they say, however they sound. Place secret 16 face down, and then set this to 3. All right, good deal. The ruins don't seem safe. You shouldn't dawdle. If token B is in front of you, oh, okay. Okay, I had token A. It would have been token B, but nope. So I did lose time. Damn. If token B wasn't in front of me, I would have lost 2 time. Begin exploration. Okay. Oh, what are they doing? There's like the little dudes. The little Golemos are right there. That's pretty sweet. Yo, I'm gonna see what they're doing. A49. I got one with me. A49. Several Golemos crowd around a large stone overgrown with moss. Token A is not in slot 4, so I'll go to A52. The Golemos are enchanted by the stones, but some turn towards you. They aren't hostile, but they obviously don't want you around here. So I can examine the rocks or study the Golemo's behavior. I'm going to study their behavior. A36. The Mystlings seem curious and puzzled. They stare into the stones with veneration. Your Golemo is also interested in stone, but it resists the urge. It tugs the hand of another Golemo to turn its attention to the collapsed entrance, but without success. It looks around, trying to figure out what to do. Aw, continue exploration. So are they... Okay, they're like enchanted by it? Were they drawn to it? Let's see what the rock's about. Which causes time. Which was 48. You observe the stones from a distance. They shine lightly when the golems draw closer, so they seem to react to the earth element. And when the ground trembles, they vibrate like tuning forks. Could they be amplifying the quake? As the vibrations grow stronger, the golems shake to the frequency. Okay, so they're tied to that in some way. And continue exploration, so that didn't do much. The question is, I think I came from this way. But there's also a cave-in over there. What is A51? I'm gonna check out A37. That looks like an exit. The wall with ancient, faded frescoes is partially covered with debris. The frescoes present a group of silhouettes with wings or something resembling them. Some of them wield weapons of sorts, maybe. There is a full moon in the sky, surrounded by constellations well known to you. Alright, I'm going to unearth the rest of the frescoes, and that's A66. Got to perform a test. Once per test, if token A is slot 1, the Tame Golem wants to help. I can discard a card with a I after I draw it. Nice. So I need a 6 or a 7. Yeah. 7 would be ideal. My rope might help. Boom. Alright, so there's a 3. I gain a fatigue if I have at least 2. So I'll hold on to this one. Okay. There's 6. Damn. I'm getting so close. And... Alright, fuck it, risk it. Hell yeah! Ooh! That means it's gonna give me a fatigue. Damn it. Ooh, because if I get a 7, I gain an item. Is that worth fatigue? Free item? Nah, fatigue. Well, yeah, yeah, you know what? I will take the fatigue. Ooh. I'll be fine, and then I'm gonna gain Secret 7. Well, we'll see what Secret 16 is first. But I do gain an item. I cleared out the debris in no time. And the item I found... red berries. Oh, nice. During the next attack, I gain +1 attack. Then Secret 7. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So that's going to go right there. Hopefully I'll be able to actually examine it. Alright. The ruins shake in a sudden tremor. Script A55. Damn it! If token B is in slot 2, it is not. The ground shakes and dust and pebbles rain down on your head. One more quake and the ceiling will collapse. Okay. So there's B in slot 2. That's getting flipped over, and this is going to 3. Okay, now continue exploration. So I have 3 things to be able to before I die. Oh no! What about the golemos? A6. I'm gonna check that out though. The rest of the painting shows. Wait, where is the second moon? The sky is detailed, if faded, and there is no way the artist forgot to include the second most crucial part of the night sky. It's a mystery for another time, though. Under the only depicted moon, you also see a stone similar to the one in the ruins, and a group of earth mistlings around it. The stone shines with a bright green light. A tall figure stands next to it and touches it with their hands. Will it react if you do the same? From behind, a silhouette wearing armor with rectangular patterns emerges from a black, distinctive line smeared onto the fresco. They're headed for the stones with a weapon in one hand and a leash in the other, leading a monstrous dark Mystling. Ah, what a dick! If slot 4 is empty, place token A in slot 4. Aha! You have an idea how to interact with the stones surrounded by the Golemos. Nice! So now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back. A49. I'm going to go script A58. The Golemos are enchanted by the shining stones. If you were to place your hands on the stones and they awoke, like in the fresco, you might get the Golemos' attention. I will gladly do that. Maybe the Golemos will help you dig up to the exit. Maybe they will. I'm going to place my hands on the stone. It's probably going to sear me and kill me. Golemos growl when you approach the stones, but they don't attack. You touch the tallest rocks, and the whole formation explodes in a flash of bright green light. The Golemos stumble backward, and some run towards the exit. You hear their strange sounds followed by digging noises. It pains you that you've scared the Mystlings, but you now have a way out, and they have it too, in case the ruins collapse. These things are adorable. I'm so glad I tamed it. Haha! Okay, so I did come from this way. Nice. Lock script A49. I don't know how to lock it. We'll do that. Continue exploration. Nice, that didn't cause any time. Sweet. So that means I have enough time to go investigate A46. You are unsure what the object before you is, but it evokes the impression of a shrine or an altar. 5 of the 6 elements are depicted. Fire, air, earth, and water form a circle, while light glows inside. Next to it is a sketch of a similar relief, but with the dark element inside the circle. I'll approach it, which causes some time. That's okay. If I have secret 4... Oh! Oh, that dog of mine! That's what I thought. Secret 4 was that medallion that I gave back to that chick, to Hazel. Damn it. Script 68. There are also some translucent weathered figurines on the altar, each emanating a dim light. There is a strange touch to this. You can see pulsating darkness in the core of those statuettes. You feel uneasy when you look at them. You feel strange in your pants. I'm going to take them. Take the figurines with you. You will examine them later. Gain secret card 8. This is probably going to backfire. Oh yeah, I probably wouldn't mess with these in real life. Yeah, that's what they look like. So you know what? I think I'll pass. You found these idols in the ruins near Kerberg. The pulsating darkness inside makes you uneasy. Yeah. Damn. I knew that medallion was going to come into play, but I wasn't sure how quick. All right, so continue exploration. I think I should head out before I die. The ceiling collapses on you and your campaign ends. You see the dark sky with both moons emerging from behind the trees. The Golemos unearth the exit using their earth affinity and sheer strength. Are you ready to leave this fascinating place? You may never be able to return here, but on the other hand, it may collapse soon. I think so. I think I will leave. This ends the scenario. Go to script A43. You follow the path dug by startled Golemos. Okay. A64. When you take a deep breath and savor the chilly night that smells of pines and wet grass, the ground shakes again. An ear-splitting sound rends the air. It feels like the whole world has snapped in half. You look towards Kerberg, fearing for the city, and freeze as the lights on the walls go out. You are too far away to see details, but you imagine the worst. You quickly check if your creatures are all right and decide to move on. Then the stars and moons disappear, confusing and scaring you even more. When the stars reappear, you realize that the sky was obscured by a massive silhouette. Only a dragon could be this big. You are unsure if that makes you feel calmer or even more terrified, but also a little excited. My community might just be massacred and trapped under rubble, but ooh, a dragon. A61. Congratulations! You've reached the end of the scenario. Open the rulebook and read the after the scenario rules and follow the instructions below. Okay. So after the scenario rules, which is not in the... Okay, so gain access to new scenarios. Opening... Ooh, okay. Boop. So that... where is it? It's right here. So we take this, and I think... Yeah. So world map card 01, explored side up. So it goes... So there's this. I was like, what the hell is this? So it goes in like so. You know what? We're going to put it like this. How is it going? Why is this weird? Oh well, I don't think it really matters a whole lot. So explored 01. You'll return here later. Then world 02, unexplored side up. The way to Kerberg leads through the forest. Okay. I actually like this method is very nice. This reminds me of 7th Continent, just not a shitty folded map. Then 13. Oh, explored. Okay, 13 and 15 explored. 13, 15. So 13 is up top. That's the cave, I think. Yes. And then 15 is down below. Yeah, so there we go. There's the world map. I'm curious though. Oh, well, I guess it'd be a script. I won't read the scripts. Slot cards are shown in the diagram below. Open a random booster. Yeah, so this game is interesting because it comes with booster packs that you open. Because of my edition, mine already comes slotted, so haha! Ooh! Oh hey, you know, like Pokemon cards. Kinda who knew I'd become... Oh god, that's sexy. They're all foiled. Okay, and yeah, these are based off of... I wonder if they're all foiled. I guess I'll find out. But yeah, they have an affinity, so like right now the only ones I can do is... So Fire Barrier, you or your ally gains 1. Each time an opponent finishes their move within range 1 of you, deal them 1 burn. Nice. The Golemos, I think, was... Oh, it's on the other page. Yeah, anyway. So, open a random booster, place these behind the unlocked cards divider. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Take all cards behind the advancement deck divider, shuffle them and draw 8 cards, 1 fewer for each fatigue in your Mystling decks. 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm drawing 6. That's unfortunate. Choose 3 cards and place them behind the unlocked divider. Place the rest of the cards behind the advancement. Okay. Aha, so you do. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought fatigue didn't stay behind each between scenarios. So let's see. I'm drawing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I choose 3 of these. What if these are universal? Ah, they are. So these kind of are a start. So I got 2 swiftness. Gives me 2 move. That's pretty hot. According to plan, move, and if it's in slot 3, I get to attack. Deliberate strike, attack again if you have at least 8 cards in your discard pile. Ooh, these are all good. Push, move an opponent in range 3 up to 2 spaces away from you. And I can trigger. I'm definitely going to keep a swiftness. And I think I'll do according to plan and deliberate strike. Yeah, I like those 3. All these are good though. Advancement cards. These go behind my unlocked thing. Alright, remove all fatigue. So the fatigue that I would have had. And this fatigue. So that's gone. And then fully heal. Yay! The next scenario introduces a few rules that you haven't learned during this scenario. Before the scenario, all parts and advanced rules summons, combat quests, arena maps, and cards. Save the game or start another scenario. Please note that only the scenario Shadow of the Dragon is available right now. More choices will be unlocked after that scenario. Awesome! So, that was it, everyone. That was scenario 1, Calm Before the Storm. I hope you enjoyed, and stick around for the rest of this series. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.